Okay, this is question 3. So the question is, what kind of media institution might distribute your media product and why? Now, say if my text was in the real media world, I'm going to go with someone like 20th Century Fox or maybe even Sony. There's one reason behind that. 20th Century Fox did a lot of work with a variety of sci-fi producers, sci-fi directors, and I guess my film is classified within the sort of science fiction, maybe even horror. So Lionsgate is another good one for that. So basically, there's a few reasons why. The first one I was talking about is Star Wars. Of course, my project is counted as science fiction. Of course, Star Wars is one of the biggest names of science fiction ever. So I'm just going to go on my blog. Let's just finish this, and I will show you some of the things about my institutional research. This is completely based off of my blog. Okay, so on here, I've put why my film. So I said my film will be a valuable asset to a company in the UK. Now, Fox, here's Fox, the entire Alien franchise, Star Wars, Avatar, they're all one of the best. They're all the best sci-fi films that have ever been made. You know, they're critically acclaimed by everybody. And so basically, that is the company who I would go with. To be honest, though, I think there are quite a lot of other producers that might actually be able to do it. Back to me again. Let's go back onto the other webpage. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the regulation. Now, regulation is very, very, very important when it comes to films. I mean, you cannot release a film without having any regulation at all. So, we're going to now explore a company that completely rule everything to do with regulation. Now, they can't force you to take a film off of the air because they can't do that at all. But the organisation is called the BBFC, and it breaks down films into 7 age ratings. So the age ratings here are as U, suitable for all. PG, parental guidance. You can only watch this if you've got your parents' permission or something along the lines. So a cinema release suitable for 12 years or over is a 12A. Now, normally you have to have an adult with you. As a 12, you have to be 12 to see this in the cinema or to buy it on DVD. And now this is where it gets a bit higher. Now on the 15 age rating, it can include a lot of different content, sort of violence. You can have some violence, you can have some moderate language. And when you get to 18, pretty much anything goes. R18 is even higher. So that's only licensed for when you're showing a film on a specific premise, the premises. So I'm trying to think of an example. A lot of the things made by the army are allegedly R18s. Propaganda videos from, say, the Second World War, some of those are R18 because of how offensive they can be to certain people. And say, I'm going to break down my film into the BBFC ratings, and I'm going to explain to you where I would put this film. So I'm going to give this film, I'm going to say a 15, and there's a reason behind that. Now, in our film, there are a few language. There is a little bit of language. It's not massive, but it's not consistent in the film. There's no consistent language, bad language, or violence. Because of the horror atmosphere, it is it's bordering on between 12 and a 15. Now, the film that I produced does use the F word twice, and that is one of the reasons why I would rate this as a 15. Okay. There's no nudity. There is no nudity at all. That's why it would be pushed nearer to a 12, but still in the middle of the 15 and the 12. It's quite a complicated thing because the film I've produced is quite unique. So it's in between being a 12 and a 15. Basically, it's not going against any government information. It's not going against anyone's belief. It's not racist or anything. So just for the fact that it's relatively graphic, I'd say, relatively moderate language, and there's a lot of threat and danger based around the film, I would give this film a 15. Okay, so thank you very much.